Hi everyone, I'm Damon Cole, a former Texas peace officer with 21 years of law enforcement experience. I started my career at the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office as a detention officer when I was just 19 years old. I worked there for a year and 8 months. I left there and I sent myself to the University of North Texas Police Academy, where I went to the police academy during the day full-time and I worked my regular job at night. Once I became certified and was hired by a police department, I've worked for small towns with just 8 officers, all the way up to one of the largest in the country with 3,600 officers. I've lived every side of this job: patrol, jail, field training officer, background investigator, supervisor, instructor, detective, crime scene, and community outreach. And that's why I ended up creating this podcast, Breaking Blue Silence. This podcast is where I finally speak freely about real police involved incidents, broken systems, and the unspoken truth that most cops are afraid to share and what I experienced as a police officer. Because let's be honest, if you're an active officer, you can't speak out against your command staff or department leadership. You will be blackballed, disciplined, or even fired. It's political suicide, plain and simple. And it has nothing to do with what's right or wrong. It's all about who you know. Even if you post something on your personal social media account that leadership doesn't like, or a supervisor that doesn't like you, they can still target you, write you up, or investigate you and discipline you. Freedom of speech does not exist when you wear a badge, especially if that speech makes the command staff or another officer uncomfortable. And that's what's sad. I want to make something very clear. I support law enforcement. Always have. I loved being a police officer. I loved helping people and protecting the public and doing everything I could to make people feel safe. And if you talk to anybody I ever made contact with as a police officer, they will tell you that. I always did everything I could to bless somebody as a police officer, and I truly did that. What I don't support is the toxic culture, the favoritism, and the games that are played behind closed doors in nearly every agency across the country. Now, all opinions on this podcast are my own, based on my experience. I have 6,152 hours of actually classroom hours from TCOL, which is Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. That is the governing body that regulates the Texas peace officers. And my 21 years of actual police patrol experience and the 1 year and 8 months I had working in the jail. Now, law enforcement, in my opinion, is like high school. You're either popular and protected or you're targeted and pushed out. That's why there's no such thing as a blue family or a thin blue line. It's often just a slogan. If you're tired of the politics, the silence, and the fear, and you're ready to hear the truth, the transparency, and reform, subscribe now, and let's break the silence together. I promise you won't be disappointed.